you're not ready for what's coming. The behind the scenes of Real Madrid are boiling with revelations that could change everything. One star is about to say goodbye, another young talent might arrive earlier than expected, and the club has made such a shocking decision that even the most loyal fans have been left in absolute silence. And there's more, a transfer no one expected has been confirmed. If you thought the drama with Mbappé was intense, what's about to happen will make that seem like just a pre-season chapter. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel now, hit the bell, and leave a like, because today we're going down the secret corridors of Valdebebas to tell you everything they're trying to hide. And pay attention, the most shocking decisions are already underway. The next big star might leave. And you'll be surprised by the name. Yes, you read that right. Real Madrid is not just listening to offers for Rodrigo goes. Now, the name of Vinicius Jr is officially on the table. That's right, our number 7, the symbol of the new generation, has his future hanging by a thread.
The reason? Money. And a lot of tension.
For over a year now, Vini and the club have been in a real cold war over his salary. He wants to earn the same as Kylian Mbappé, or even more. We're talking about a 50% increase, going from 15 million to 23 million euros per year with bonuses. But Florentino Perez is saying no. And to make matters worse, Vinicius last season was his least impressive in years. The numbers dropped, consistency disappeared, and behind the scenes, the club started thinking more coldly. If the right offer appears, and it might come from Saudi Arabia with figures up to 350 million euros, Real Madrid will listen. Will consider.
And maybe accept.
And if you think this is just pressure, think again. Real Madrid already has a plan B. Comment below, would you let Vinicius go for 350 million?
Or is he untouchable?
Plan B, the new Galactico already has a name. He's not wearing white yet, but that could change at any moment. With growing uncertainty surrounding the future of Vinicius Jr, Florentino Perez, the mastermind of great merengue revolutions, already has a well-defined target on the radar. And it's not just any name. We're talking about a true predator in the box, a player who redefines the concept of the modern number 9. Yes, Erling Haaland, the monster from Manchester City, could be the next to wear white. And this time, the dream is more alive than ever. Since the days the Norwegian was destroying defenses wearing the Borussia Dortmund shirt, Florentino has followed every step of Haaland like a true strategist. Real Madrid even tried to bring him before he went to City, but at the time the timing, costs and context didn't allow it. But now, with a possible multi-million sale of Vinicius to Saudi Arabia, the club's coffers could turn into a real goldmine ready to be reinvested. And the priority is clear, Haaland or nothing. The operation is not simple, far from it. Haaland's contract with City runs until 2034, and the English team is not willing to make any negotiation easy. But there's one detail that rekindles hope. His agent, Rafaela Pimenta, known for always keeping discreet clauses and loopholes in her players' contracts, has already stated that all her athletes always have open doors for new adventures. And in football, where money and prestige speak loudly, all it takes is the right move, a piece on the board, and everything changes. And let's be honest, Madridista, if Mbappé is already here, if the man who gave us headaches for years now wears white, just imagine Mbappé and Haaland in the same attack? A fusion between raw power and lethal speed. A clinical finisher and a media superstar. A duo that would strike fear into any defense on the planet. It would be like having a missile on each side of the pitch, all aimed at the opponent's goal. We're talking about a new galactic era, a new chapter worthy of being told in football history books. Not just a strong team, but an offensive empire. A generation that could repeat, or even surpass, the feats of Cristiano Ronaldo, Bale, and Benzema. A dynasty forged to win champions after champions. Florentino doesn't hide this dream. He's declared more than once, Mbappé and Haaland at the Santiago Bernabéu is more than an ambition, it's a project. And if there's one club president in the world capable of making that a reality, it's him. He's already done it before with Zidane, Figo, Ronaldo, Beckham, Cristiano, and he'll do it again no matter the cost. Of course, letting go of Vinicius Jr isn't something fans do without pain in their hearts. He's our warrior, a symbol of fight, grit, and emotion. But when you think about legacy, about European dominance, about writing the next golden pages of our history, maybe it's time to think big. To think about Mbappé plus Haaland plus Bernabéu. To build a team that will be remembered for generations. So, true Madridista, do you think Mbappé and Haaland together would make Real unbeatable? Or is it too risky to give up Vinicius for that? An English prodigy just 15 years old could land in Madrid. He hasn't said Hala Madrid yet, but he's already impressed Valdebebas. While the spotlight is on the million-dollar moves of superstars, While everyone discusses astronomical wages, massive clauses, and shirts sold by the millions, Real Madrid, that club that always thinks 3 steps ahead, is already working quietly on a plan that could ensure dominance of European football not just for the coming years, but for generations to come. Back in the depths of Valdebebas, far from the flashes and sensational headlines, the merengue scouts are obsessed with a name few know outside of England, but who is already being treated as a rough diamond about to explode: Max Baumann. At just 15 years old, the Arsenal midfielder has caused a real stir in the London club's youth ranks. But pay attention, we're not talking about just another promising kid. We're talking about a precocious phenomenon, who already has 25 matches, 20 goals and 10 assists. Absolutely impressive numbers for someone who's barely started growing facial hair. The idea at Valdebebas is clear: replicate the success of previous strategies, like with Endrick, still in Brazil, with Arda Güler, coming from Turkey, and now with Franco Mastantuono, the Argentine gem who arrived from River Plate. To scout talent before they become unreachable. Before PSG, Chelsea, Manchester City, or even Arsenal themselves slap billion-euro clauses on their heads. Max Baumann fits perfectly into Real Madrid's renewal philosophy. A club project that doesn't live only off ready-made stars but also cultivates new Galacticos. A project that gave birth at the Bernabeu to names like Valverde, Camavinga, Bellingham, and even Vinicius and Rodrigo. Players who arrived young, some underestimated, and today are the pillars of one of the greatest teams in the world. A defender says goodbye. But the door remains ajar. It's not just about arrivals and million-dollar deals at Real Madrid. Some goodbyes are also underway. And the latest one is from 20-year-old defender Jacobo Ramon, who just signed with Como in Italy. But hold on, this isn't a regular sale. Real Madrid secured 50% resale rights and 3 buyback clauses over the next 3 years. In other words, if the kid explodes over there, the door is open to bring him back at any moment. Jacobo even had his minutes last season with the first team, but with the arrival of Dean Huijsen and the return of Eder Militao, Alaba and Rudiger, space got tight. The exit was strategic, to get game time, gain experience, grow, and maybe one day return to the Bernabeu through the front door. And it's worth remembering, this was the same type of deal made with Nico Paz. Real is learning from the past. Today, every departure has a built-in GPS for return. The summer of 2025 could be the most historic of the modern era of Real Madrid. And we'll be here to live every second with you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Here, we live Real Madrid with passion, loyalty, and our hearts in our hands. If you took a deep breath reading all this, then you're already part of our family. Hala Madrid and nothing more.